And just my final question will be on sport, because that is your
Sure.
brief as well. Over at the rugby club, there's loads of primary school pupils this morning playing tag rugby, including one of my grandchildren. However, in senior schools in Harlow, for example, there was no pupils whatsoever in the local Essex Cross Country Championships, from year 7 all the way to year 13. There are no working class kids in the England rugby team or the England cricket team. Is there a problem with participation in sport in senior schools? You have the chair of the education committee just sitting behind you. Is there a problem? And if so, is there anything you can do about it?
Well, actually, I was on a visit earlier this week with one of the school's ministers, Will Quince, at a school, because we are actually refreshing the overall government sports strategy, but also the school sport and activity action plan. And we do want to make sure that activities at school, physical exercise, PE and so on, is actually, front and centre of actually an educational experience, because we all know it's good for mental health. And actually, sporting participation is proven to improve academic results as well. So there's all sorts of benefits. We do want to make sure participation levels are, particularly coming out of the pandemic. We need to make sure that people are active and out there and being active again, in particular young people. But we do get inspired as well by major events. We've got the Paralympics games going on at the moment. We had the Olympics last year, and this year, of course, in Birmingham, we've got the Commonwealth Games. And when we see these people on our TV screens, or indeed personally and participating, because we'll be able to do that this year in Birmingham at the Commonwealth Games, it does inspire those future generations. And actually, if you look at the elite levels, in particular at things like the Olympics and so on, it is a much more diverse group of people now representing Great Britain than it was 20, 30 years ago. We used to have that reputation of being very good at the posh sports, the sitting down sports. And now actually we've got a really diverse range of sports that actually we do champion. We punch way above our weight across the world, but we need to get more people active. And actually all the governing bodies, as well as government, has a responsibility, the governing bodies of sport, to reach out in particular to groups, young people, ethnic minorities, women, who are often unrepresented in sport, and make a big effort to get children in particular, but actually of all ages, get out and about, get active again, because it's really important. And I say it's good for physical health, which of course then saves money on the NHS, for example, but it's really good for mental health as well. And I think we've seen that over the last few years, getting out and about, being physically active, it's important for everybody.